Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. Well, here we are live, and I tell you, I am so excited to be with you guys. You guys are just awesome. I want to give a big shout out to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. Well, both of them actually. We had a vlog in the afternoon. I went out shopping and lunch and took you guys along. And then on Sunday night, we had a gathering of the Order of the Purple Cord. We had a Q&A about Wicca. And a lot of you guys came in and said how much you enjoyed it. And Lady Angela and I, we had the best time with you guys. You guys are just rocking it. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for being there. Thanks for being part of yesterday. Well, here it is Monday. I know I'm getting this out kind of late, but it's been a busy day. I've been literally doing readings today and catching up on stuff. I have, errands I have to do, and trying to get ready for the holidays. And it's just been a little hectic of a day. But I wouldn't let the day pass without stopping in to see you guys and talk about horoscopes. So we're going to have our horoscopes video here. Just so you know, guys, I'm having trouble monitoring the chat here. I don't know why I'm not able to see that, but let me see here if I can do this here. Hold on just a second. I'm going to try to get our chat screen up and running. So anyways, there it is. There's our live chat. There's me. I'm trying to work it out here, guys, so bear with me here. Anyways, I'll check the chat here as I can. But I want to tell you, here we are. It's time for horoscopes. And for those of you who are new to my channel, this is something we put out every Monday. It's a tradition. I sit down, I look at the star charts, I look at the transits, I look at what's going on with the planets and the stars and all that. And I put together horoscopes. So today what we're going to do is we're going to have horoscopes. Now, what we're going to start with, for those of you new, is I like to just give a little overview of what's going on astrologically. Okay, so we're going to go day by day. I'm going to show you kind of what's happening in the stars, and then after we do that, we're going to have individual horoscopes, so everybody watching will get your own horoscope. Okay, now before we get into this, let me just clarify that these horoscopes are for Monday, November 20th through Sunday, November 26th. Okay, so that's our time frame. And anyways, I'm just glad you're here with me. Well, we got a lot happening. This is going to be a very interesting week. And let me just tell you what's going on here. Today, our sun is in the sign of Scorpio, okay, which is a water sign, a lot of that deep emotion. Our moon is in the sign of Sagittarius, just a fire sign. We've got our moon sextile Mars, and then our moon aspecting Mercury. What all this means is you're going to be in kind of a romantic mode, or people around you will be. So there's going to be a day of flirtation. And, you might say, well, Bob, it's late in the day. But, with that Martian energy, it's going to kick in even in the evening. Excuse me, guys, I'm having an allergy attack. Whenever I do a video, I start having allergies. I think the lighting is making my sinuses act up here. Bear with me. But today is definitely a day for flirtation. So you're gonna, have some fun today. Just have fun. Keep it light. With that moon aspecting Mercury, there's a lot of chitter chatter back and forth. So people will be talking to each other, and they'll be saying, "Oh, you look good. You look good." A lot of flirtation, a lot of glances. Have fun with it. Okay, it's kind of a nice energy. It's kind of a lighthearted energy. Okay. So just have fun with today, okay? And as we move into tomorrow, on Tuesday, the 21st, we have a major astrological shift. Our sun, which has been in Scorpio for the last month, let me find Scorpio here. Where's our Scorpio? Scorpio, here it is. Scorpio, here's our sun. This is where we are in the wheel. We're in Scorpio. The sun is now moving over into the sign of Sagittarius. This is one of those cases where, depending on what year you're born, sometimes it moves into Sagittarius on the 21st, sometimes the 22nd. This year it's falling on the 21st, and it's going to be about 10:54 p.m. tomorrow night that we move into the sign of Sagittarius. So as you go to bed, your energy will shift into that Sagittarius. And happy birthday to all of our Sagittariuses this month. Wonderful time. Sagittarius is fire energy, so that's going to pick up some energy. Now, interestingly, we have our moon moving over into Capricorn tomorrow, and we got Venus sextile Pluto. And what that means from an energy place is that this is where there's a lot of love energy. Now, as I was saying, today's flirtation, tomorrow is going to get a little more serious because Pluto inspires long-term vision, long-term connections. Venus sextile Pluto really pushes people to really say, hey, could this relationship really go somewhere, okay? And our moon in Capricorn gives stabilizing earth energy to those discussions. So if you got somebody that you're going out with and you have your eye on, you think, I'd really like to make this somebody special, Tuesday's a really great day to kind of have that heart-to-heart and put some energy into that, okay? Now, as we go into Wednesday, the 22nd, this is where our moon is going to be sextile Neptune. We have our moon aspecting Pluto, and we've got our moon sextile Venus. What this means is this is psychic day. You're going to feel a real strong rapport with people, and you're going to just know how to relate to people. Trust your inner voice on Wednesday for making connections with people. Trust how you feel. Trust what you're sensing. You're going to have your kind of finger on the pulse of the moment and know how to work with people. Because you're going to be really in tune with people, it's also going to be a good day for business. So if you have to do any business meetings, try to arrange them on Wednesday this week. That's one of the best days for a sense of open communication and rapport between people, okay? Very, very psychic day. Now, we have a lot of psychic energy throughout this week. It's going to be a very psychic week, one of the most we've had this year. When we go into Thursday, now we've got some interesting changes happening. Our moon is moving over into Aquarius that afternoon around 3:14 p.m. And then we have our moon, interestingly, square Uranus. Uranus is the planet that rules the sign of Aquarius. In its square aspect, this can indicate radical changes, dramatic shifts. Probably your most challenging day this week is going to be Thursday, because on Thursday, though Aquarius brings an air energy, brings an inspiration, that square Uranus means that it could get a little crazy and a little erratic. So try to just kind of keep a light mood. Don't get into conflicts with people because people will be a little crazy that day. Keep your center and be open to transition. You might be working on a project and suddenly your boss says, scrap it all, we're starting over. That's kind of that negative Uranian energy. Just go with it. You'll be okay, but you need to understand how the energy plays out, okay? Now, we've also got here coming on Friday, things are going to shift back. So really, Thursday seems to be the only day that's really challenging this week. On Friday, we've got our moon still in Aquarius, which is that air sign that will promote communications and connections with people. We've got our moon that day square Jupiter, which actually, strangely, is not a bad aspect. Generally, a square alignment with planets means that there's challenges, there's trouble. But whenever Jupiter is in the chart, it's so powerful that even in a negative aspect, it's still good. So what that means is you'll still have success, but you may have to be just a little patient. So if you're waiting for something to materialize on Friday, it might be delayed a day or two. Not a significant loss, but just a little bit of a delay. So you're going to have to practice a little patience, but you will get indicators that you're on the right track and that success is really available for you, okay? What's going on in our chat room? Anybody talking? I'm looking here at the chat. Anyways, hope you guys are following me. You with me so far? Give me some chat down there. Tell me everything's going well. You can hear me and see me? All right. Now, as we go into our weekend, okay, Saturday and Sunday. By the way, I just want to pop back. Thursday is Thanksgiving, okay? So first of all, a happy Thanksgiving to all of you, but also we were talking about those radical changes. This also, in terms of like Thanksgiving, could be a situation where like you're all planning to go to a hotel and have dinner, and at the last minute, somebody changes the plan, says, "Oh, we're not going to that hotel, we're going to that one." Keep an open mind. Don't get stressed out. Just go with whatever's in front of you that day. You'll be okay. All right. So I know it's terrible to say that's the most challenging day. It's Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving, interestingly, is challenging for a lot of people because you get a lot of family together and sometimes all those old feuds come up. Don't get into them. Just stay neutral. Okay. All right. Now, Saturday and Sunday are going to be much better days. Interestingly, these are going to be power psychic days. So we've got this week 1, 2, 3 days out of the 7 that are psychic power days. And normally, we're lucky we get 1, but now we've got 3. Okay, now let me tell you what's going on Saturday. On Saturday, we've got Mercury trine Uranus. Okay, this is going to bring powerful connections, communications. It opens up channeling connections. Okay, we've got our moon trine Mars, which is firepower that just kind of burns through, blocks, and opens up connections. We've got our moon sextile Uranus that day, and Uranus is a powerful planet, rules Aquarius, and so Aquarians especially going to feel it on Saturday. Okay, so Uranus is that sudden inspiration, that sudden insight. We've got our moon sextile Venus, which brings good rapport with people, and you'll not only get along with people, you're going to look good and feel good within yourself. And we've got our moon sextile Saturn. Saturn's a planet of wisdom. So Saturday is a really strong psychic day. Okay, so we've got Wednesday is a psychic day, Saturday is a psychic day, and on Sunday, our moon, our Aquarius moon, moves into Pisces. Pisces, the water sign, again, deep power and emotion. It's ruled by the planet of Neptune. So it makes for really great connection, okay? Then we have our moon trine Jupiter. And that trine aspect brings in powerful blessings. It's a day of psychic power. It's a day to receive blessings also in the material world. So, as we were talking about back on Friday, you got to be patient. We have a little delay. By Sunday, you're really going to see things open up in a good way for you. So not to worry. We're on a time of transition, but a powerful time. If you can honor your higher self and work with your higher self, you're going to be fine here. So, anyways, anybody over in our chat room? I'm not seeing any chat. I'm looking at the chat here. Let's see. Maybe I have to activate it. Well, if you guys are putting chat in, I'm not seeing it. So if somebody wants to send me a chat so we can test it, let me see what this is. Maybe I'm not activating something. Let me just do a test here. See if you guys see this. All right. Well, I put my test chat in. So if anybody wants to respond. All right. Well, now, guys, we're going to go around our big zodiac wheel. And we're going to give horoscopes for everybody for all 12 zodiac signs. Now, if you're watching and you're saying, well, second Bob, I don't know my zodiac sign. Listen up, because I'm going to give the birth dates after each sign, and you'll be able to know what your sign is, okay? So, yay, here we are. All right, well, our first sign on our wheel is Aries, and Aries is March 21st to April 20th. Aries, this week, really what you want to focus on is your psychic self. That Mars influence that keeps appearing this week is really opening you and attuning you to your power. And the area of work, Aries, you really want to be receiving knowledge from your higher source. Don't pay attention, Aries, to just what's on paper or what anybody's saying. Evaluate everything through your higher self this week, because as you do that, you're pulling in higher knowledge, and you'll get insights that will put you ahead of everybody else. And when the boss says, oh my God, Aries, how did you see that before we realized it? Well, you don't have to tell them you're channeling, but you are channeling, okay? Also, Aries, in the area of relationships this week, on what's apparent. Now, you may have a partner or somebody you're interested in. They may say one thing, but in your heart, you're feeling something different. Trust your heart, and I speak from that place because your insight, your knowledge that you have is where your power is. Okay? Aries, your challenge this week is not to be confused by the illusory world. There's going to be a lot of illusions or false starts in front of you. You have to see beyond that. Your psychic self is really going to be strong this week, so you're going to do that, okay? Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues connected to long-term financial planning. So good time to look at investments, retirement accounts, all of that, okay? Your key word this week, Aries, is channel. Channel your wisdom. You'll rock it. All right. Yay. All right. Now, we've also got Taurus here as our next sign. Taurus is April 21st to May 20th. Taurus, this week is the week of action for you. You know, in the past few weeks, I've cautioned Taurus, saying, take your time, be slow. Taurus, when you feel inspired to act this week, jump into the ring, do your thing, make your presentation. People are going to receive you. You have that natural leadership skill. Tauruses are always the natural leaders here in the Zodiac. And this week, you'll get to really experience that. You want to kind of think in terms of moving forward. It's like we're moving forward on everything that's happening, okay? So definitely be open to moving forward this week. In work, I would tell you definitely don't sit on the sidelines. If you're disagreeing with something or if you're inspired by something, take it and run with it, okay? In the area of relationships as well, Taurus, you're going to really discover that you know your partners they're crazy about you. You're just definitely drawing people to you. You have that, you know, that sex appeal going on. People are going to love you, so you can enjoy being a center of attention and enjoy, you know, having a little flirtation and fun. It's really a solid week for relationships. You're going to really find that there's a lot of earth energy. That Capricorn energy comes in this week really works for you. So trust your intuition, trust your heart. Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues connected to psychic development. So you're going to be in a place where things are very clear. Trust that, run with it, work with it, okay? Your keyword this week, Taurus, is act. Don't sit on the sidelines. Act, get out, make it happen. All right, our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. Geminis, you got movie star glamour going on this week. You just walk into a room and people are like, oh, Gemini's here, okay? That's wonderful. You know, use your star appeal, your flirtation appeal at work as well as at play, okay? Geminis will find that 90% of success this week is just showing up. So don't worry if you've got everything perfect in your, you know, your work project. I mean, of course, do your best, but your presence is what brings the breakthrough. So try to do meetings in person, try to be present at meetings, try not to, you know, avoid people as much as you can, directly interact with people, okay? You know, we live in such an email culture where it's like, you know, everybody's like, you know, well, just send me an email. But I want you, Geminis, this week, particularly in work, to literally get out of your chair and walk down the hall and specifically talk to people. This is going to really help you get ahead because people will take more seriously what you're saying, and it'll give them the focus to hear and listen to you, okay? In the area of romance, well, Gemini, I tell you, if you're single, pick who you want to have as your date. It's going to happen for you, okay? And if you're a Gemini and you're married, it's second honeymoon time. So, you know, you got the love energy. You're definitely in the romantic energy, and you're just feeling good. You're looking good. Oh, that Venus energy is really working for the Geminis this week, okay? Also highlighted for Geminis are issues connected to creative writing as well. So with all that inspiration, you may want to start writing a book. Your key word this week, Gemini, is flirt. Isn't that great? All right. Our next sign is Cancer, and that's June 21st to July 22nd. Cancers, this week, you're going to be 100 miles ahead of everybody. With that psychic energy all week, it's like you're going to say, why isn't anybody else seeing what I'm seeing? Why isn't anybody else understanding me? It may be a little bit, and I say little bit, of a challenging week for you guys because you may feel like you're talking to the walls. You'll be right in front of people, and you're like, Does anybody hear me? Okay. If you have that experience, take a deep breath and just say, this too shall pass. Okay. It's not a week for you to just start knocking people over the head, though you probably will want to. Okay. Don't. Just simply state what you have to state, because what you're going to find, particularly in work, is that later on people are going to come back and say, oh, I had a great idea. And they'll then say, you know what, I think we should implement your plan. You'll think, well, I just told you and you totally rejected it. Be patient. It's coming back around. Okay. There's a lot of circular energy for cancers. So just know that everything you send out is coming back around, and you'll have your credit and your success here. Okay. In the area of relationships, also just a little bit challenging this week, because you're going to feel like you're not on the same page with your partner. You know, you want to go on a date and someone will be like, well, I said I was picking you up at 8. And they'll say, I thought you were picking me up at 7. Don't panic. Remember, everything's circular for you. So just say, I'm so sorry. There must have been a confusion. Treat everything light in relationships. And you'll find that if you don't make a drama, there won't be any drama. So you're going to have to practice being the person to be the moderator, even if you know that you're right, which you will be right, Cancer, because you're tuned in. Just accept that they're going to think they're right for now. Just let it be, because circular power means it comes back around and you'll be acknowledged. Okay. Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues connected to travel. So it might be a good time just to get away from everybody for a little while. So take a personal day and a long weekend, have a little break. Okay. Your key word this week, Cancer, is patience. I know it's not fun, but that's your key word to success. Okay. All right. Wonderful. All right. Leo. Leo's July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, you're also in power mode this week. There's a lot of air energy in the signs this week, and it's really pushing you to want to express yourself. Similar to the Geminis and the Tauruses, you want to practice being very physically present this week. Leos want to see and be seen, hear and be heard, and that's best done in person for you guys. In terms of relationship as well, this is a time where it's like, if you've been wanting to tell somebody how much you care about them, now is the time. Okay, don't wait, because you got expression power, and the expression brings in, oops, my light just went out. I have the studio light, but it overheats and goes out, so I'm going to turn it off here. Hold on a second, guys. All right, can you still see me? Okay, sorry about that. But you really want to speak from the heart this week, Leo. And, you know, you're going to be well received. People are hearing you. People are wanting to be part of your scene, okay? Also highlighted for you this week are artistic pursuits. So it's a good time to explore your creative side. Maybe take a painting class or a sculpting class, okay? Your key word this week, Leo, is express. Express yourselves. All right, our next sign is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, everybody wants your time. Everybody wants your attention this week. In the work area, practice the words saying, I'll get to you in just a minute. I'll get to you in just a minute. I'll get to you in just a minute. I will never get to you. Don't ever say I won't ever get to anybody. But really what this is about is that you're going to have a lot on your plate. The good thing is that for everybody that you're working with, consider the concept of teamwork. Think about terms of delegation, because you're going to find that if you can bring more people into your process, that you're getting ahead much quicker and people are feeling good about it, okay? In the area of relationships, you may be a little challenged this week, Virgo, because your partner may feel like you're not giving them enough attention. Even though you're with them every day, they may be feeling a little insecure. This is not necessarily anything you're doing. I think it's more of just the energy. We have some of this Uranian influence, and it's kind of a strange balance between Uranian energy and Venusian energy this week. So it's like you know, particularly for Virgos, it's like you'll try to express yourself, but they're not hearing it. So you're gonna have to be a little patient with relationships. Just be gentle, you know, let them know that you love them, reassure them. You'll get a better response, okay? Just be patient in the area of love this week, okay? In terms of business, you know, you're going to be fine, but you got to say no, okay? okay? Also highlighted for you guys this week are issues connected to mystical and occult studies. So good time to check out astrology, okay? Your keyword this week, Virgo, is balance, okay? Our next sign is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. Um, you know, Libras, this week is growth week for you. A lot of chances, particularly in your work environment, to take your work to the next level. People are going to give you opportunities and say, hey, can you help me on this project? By all means, say yes. Even if you say, oh, I'm so busy, I don't know, say yes. Because what this leads to is promotion. And you're going to see as we get to the end of the year that the yes you say this week is remembered come the end of the year. So there's a lot of energy right now for you to make career advancement, okay? So be open to saying yes, be open to growth, be open to taking on new things. Libras are also going to find, like in the area of relationships, that their partner is going to have heart-to-heart energy, and they're going to ask you to kind of be committed to the relationship. Now, you may say, but I'm already committed. But they need to hear it. They need to know it. So don't take that as an offense if your partner says, are you really committed to us going forward? Don't say, well, why would you question? Say, oh, absolutely. Just give them that reassurance. That's going to be important for you guys. Because, Libras, even though you're great communicators, sometimes your focus gets challenged because you want to balance out everybody's energy. You're the scales of the zodiac. So this week's going to be a little bit of balancing what you want and what they want, but it's not a big challenge, but it does show that, be aware, be attentive, don't be defensive about it, okay? Also highlighted for Libras are issues connected to education. So if you've been wanting to kind of go back to school or pick up some skills, be open to looking into that this week as well, okay? Your key word this week, Libra, is expansion. All right. Our next sign is Scorpio, and that's October 23rd to November 21st. Excuse me. Scorpios, this week, with all of that psychic energy, you're feeling it. And you may have a little bit of challenge of saying, am I in this world or the spirit world, okay? Because there's so much psychic transition going on and power flowing that you're going to say, am I hearing a voice of somebody talking to me, or am I hearing a spirit voice? What you want to focus on is grounding this week. Don't feel the need to give anybody a quick response. This is a week where you can say, can I just have a few minutes to reflect on that, and I'll get back to you. If somebody sends you an email at work and they're like, I have to have an answer right now, your answer right now will be, can I have a few minutes to think about that, and I'll let you know. What you want to avoid this week, Scorpio, is impulsive behaviors, because you're going to find if you can delay things even by just 5 minutes, and you know how it is at work. Sometimes people say, oh, if you can't wait 5 minutes, everything's going to collapse. The truth is nothing will collapse in 5 minutes unless you're in a burning building, okay? If you're not in a building that's literally on fire, you can probably take 5 minutes, okay? So definitely give yourself 5 minutes before you make any responses this week. This is going to save you a lot of confusion, a lot of grief, make everything easier. In the area of relationships as well, Scorpio, you may be just a little challenged this week. I'm not trying to be negative, because we definitely have a lot of positive Venus energy, but you may feel like you want to be a little more separate, that you're not in the mood to go on dates or, be expressive romantically. Explain to your partner that you just are having inner reflection time. If they're not getting that, it may be that they're not for you. Okay, so this is the time to evaluate how you can have your space within a relationship. And if you're not being given space, that's a sign. So be open to evaluating that sort of situation this week. Also highlighted here for Scorpios are issues connected to travel, particularly like spiritual retreats. So that's really good for you guys. So if you get some time to get away to maybe a Buddhist monastery, be a Zen monk for a few days, would be good for you. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is reflect. Okay. Our next sign is Sagittarius, and that's November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, this week you've got to take things light. Don't get all serious about yourself. Don't get bogged down in the mire, the drama. You want to have fun with the week. You know, in terms of work, goofing off will actually get you further ahead. Play pranks on each other, joke with your boss, bring in comic strips to pin up on the refrigerator in the break room. People need the energy that you bring. And so, you know, as the Sagittarius, you're the hunter-gatherer. You're very much a leader. You're very much a teacher. So your goal this week is to go out and seek joy to bring to others. Okay, that's where you want to keep your focus. This also applies in the romance area. You may find that your partner's a little over emotional. You're going to lighten their mood, and you're going to go out and hunt and gather joy to bring also to your partner. So every day when you're going to work, whether you're coming home, find an object, even a physical, tangible object, to bring that brings joy. So like if you're going into the office, you might want to stop by Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, I'm not being endorsed by it. Buy a donut shop and bring a box of donuts into the office. Bring some coffee. Make everybody happy, okay? For your love life, you might want to go out and pick up a special dinner and bring it home and say, honey, you don't have to cook dinner. I brought dinner home to you and you can stay at home and relax. See? So do that. Be a hunter and gatherer of joy. You'll make it. Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to educational pursuits. So if you've been wanting to explore some learning, maybe get another degree under your belt, start that process. Okay, a lot of power for that. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is fun. Make it all fun. All right. Our next sign is Capricorn, and that's December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorn, you are in a very good position right now to build solid relationships with people. Think in terms right now of being the balancing force. You're going to find in the work area that some people are a little chaotic because, you know, we have a lot of interesting Uranian transits this week. So people may be a little erratic. You're going to kind of calm people down and be the mother hen, so to speak. Gather them under your wings and let them know everything's okay. You're kind of the balancer, the healer this week in the work office environment. Just help people to have some centeredness and focus. They're going to love you for it. In the area of romance and relationships, also, this is a wonderful week for you because your partner is going to feel comfortable with you. And if you've been in a relationship where you've been hitting some walls in communication, this week's a good week to have those heart-to-heart discussions, and you'll mend that bridge, okay? So good in work, good in home life. You guys have a good week for Capricorns. Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are issues connected to real estate or, you know, moving. So if you've been wanting to buy a house or move to a different home, good time to start thinking about that. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is nurture. Nurture everyone around you, and you will nurture yourself. All right. Our next sign is Aquarius, and that's January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius, you are like one of the most psychic signs of the zodiac. And this week, with all the psychic energy, you are just in your place. You're feeling it, you're seeing it, you're knowing it. Trust your psychic self, go with it. You're going to be, in a sense, almost prophetic this week. Wild messages will come from the ethers through you. You're very much a channel, very much like Aries this week. You're carrying a lot of that channeling power. And so, you know, have some fun with that. Give out prophecies to people and watch when they happen. They'll go, oh, see, so you're going to kind of amaze and, you know, give people a little bit of magic this week. You want to, you know, really in the work area, you know, think ahead because you can prepare stuff in your work so that when your boss sees it, they'll be like, oh my God, how did you know I was going to need that report printed? Thank God, you know. And you'll have already done it because you had a message like print that report. He's going to have a meeting and he'll need it today. You work with that energy, just go with it and let that channeling process bring you what you need. to get ahead, okay? And the area of relationships also, Aquarius, wonderful, wonderful energy. You're going to just be in tune with the whole world. And if you're a single Aquarius looking for a partner and you haven't had any luck, this is a good week. A lot of love energy and a lot of channeling energy. So you can literally channel to you a partner. So meditate on what you want in your life, type of person you want, and visualize that, hold it, and you're going to draw them to you this week. It's good week for romance for Aquarius, okay? Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues connected to writing and communications on a larger scale. So like if you want to do a vlog or a blog or videos or write a book, that sort of thing. Definitely be open to communication on a larger scale, okay? Your key word this week, Aquarius, is mystify. Be mystical and mystify them with your prophecies. All right. And our last, but not least, Pisces. And that's February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, like the Aquarians, you're in psychic mode this week. You're feeling it, you're sensing it. Allow yourself to be nurtured in the process. You know, some people who I've met, a lot of psychics are Pisces as well. They're one of the very psychic signs of the Zodiac. And I've had a lot of Pisces say to me, oh, I love psychic stuff, but it just wears me out. The reason why it wears you out is that you're straining with it. And so this week, I want you to think in terms of water that flows. As a Pisces, a fish person, you can navigate and flow through the water. And information can literally flow to you and nurture you rather than drain you. Definitely be open to that channel because you're going to use it in work and you're going to use it in social life as well. And like the Aquarius, is a good week for romance for you. And so if you've been feeling like you want to have a partner in your life, channel them to you. If you're a Pisces in a relationship and you're feeling you don't know if it feels right yet, also channel clarity and work this week on having heart-to-hearts, because there's a lot of positive energy for relationships around Pisces this week, and you'll have a success there, okay? Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to education. So if you've been wanting to go to school or pick up a degree or learn a skill, maybe take a computer class, look into that as well. It's definitely a lot of energy for you there. A lot of that mental energy, and you'll be able to channel right through and learn things quickly, okay? Your key word this week, Pisces, is psychic. Be psychic. Oh, wow, guys. Well, look, there we are. We went around our big zodiac wheel. We covered all 12 zodiac signs. Now, listen, I have to say it. I say it every week, but it's true. We have a lot of new people who are wondering about how zodiac helps you. Well, let me just say it. If you're at a time in your life of despair and you're feeling overwhelmed, don't panic. Just pause and look to the stars. Let's have the wheel of the zodiac, and it's always spinning and revolving. And what that means is that each day a new blessing is brought to you. And so there's always a chance to start over, start anew, and there are new circumstances and power available. So nothing is ever hopeless. And, you know, the stars do not control our destiny in the sense of destroying our lives. I've known some people who have this belief that, you know, they said, well, the stars is, you know, just going to wipe me out. Everything's negative. No, no, no. There are always power points, even within the challenging days, that will help you move ahead. So don't be afraid. Let the stars be your friends, your allies, your help on the way. So, you know, keep faith, hope, and love, and look to the stars, and you'll be blessed each day. All right. Well, guys, I am so glad you're here. I don't know if we got, you know, I'm having some problems with the chat. So I'm not able to see them for some reason. I've got it open, but it doesn't seem to be working. So I don't know. Maybe you guys are able to work it, but if I'm not trying to ignore you guys, okay? If you're chatting with me, I'm just not picking it up for some reason. Or maybe I need to refresh it. Let's try that. Sometimes a refresh is all you need. Oops, something's freezing here. Well, guys, Psychic Bob is with you. I love you. I'm sorry something's wrong with the chat today, but I am so glad that you're here. And I want to say thank you. And again, for those of you who are new here, definitely check out the videos of the last few days. You know, yesterday we went out and had a vlog, and last night we had the Q&A on Wicca with Lady Angela. And, you know, keep it here at Spiritual, because we're going to be doing a lot more events. Now that I'm able to do live streaming, we're going to definitely be doing that. A lot of you seem to really enjoy that. And I enjoy being here with all of you. So just let you know, I love you guys. I send you my blessings. Oh, by the way, oops, where did I put it here? Some of you have been asking about my books. And yes, I do have books. So if you pop over to my website at robert-hickman.com, here's the website. There you see it. You can pick up my books, which are Messages from Rose, or this is my other book. This is my newest book, Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. And I have a bunch of others that I've written. And I am a published author. I love to write and share my thoughts on my spiritual life. So pop over, check those out, okay? Well, guys, I'm going to cut this off now. I'm so sorry that I'm trying to do the chat tonight, so I'm not ignoring you guys. It's just a little bit of struggle. But I hope wherever you are, you'll know that I'm with you, and we'll get the technical stuff worked out yet, okay? You guys are best. I love you. I'm sending blessings to all of you, and I hope you'll be back here tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. Oh, we'll have messages from the spirit world. Make sure to be here tomorrow. You don't want to miss it, and we'll see you then. And until then, may you always blessed be. Good night, guys. Thanks for being here. I love you all.